Okay, little view of the R&D, research and development, velotilt from the Netherlands. I gave it what it told me, more money, more money. I just made a new front fender. I got to make the other side this week. The full fender goes on the white one, but this one is made, they made it too close and it won't clear, so I just cut that angle, roll off, slump drive. That's a slump mountain drive. Mirror, roll off twist grip, twin cables in the back. There's the tilt lock. There's the front brake. Battery, lights, two headlamps, tail light, seat foam, front seat hardware, and just lean back on that. Coilover shocks, twin Sturmey Archer 90mm with Go Cycle 50mm tires. And this is the igus.com GUS, made in Germany, igus.com. Bearings. They have an office in North Carolina, and they sponsor me, all of my parts. And there's the SRAM, that's the rear suspension for the velotilt. And up in there you see another 90mm Sturmey Archer drum brake, and that is the tilt locking system. And then these things, these yellow things, they're just bumpers where you can lean as far as you want and stop. And there's the Sturmey Archers. Yep. And then I made these carbon outriggers. I hope they're strong enough, but I had to make them anyway to take to the CNC machine downtown so that guy can cut out the arrow-shaped outriggers that go on that one. This is the last of the velotilt frames to be built ever. I'll build another open trike, but it'll be the tub in the mold of that. It won't have a rear rollover. If somebody wants a trike, just build a trike. Now I got to build this side of the wheel well. I got it really dialed in now, fitting good. And I built in a joggle right here, about a 3/16, 1/8" joggle. The other part just slides right in there and comes down and back, just like that one. Cover up the front. And then the full fenders for the rear, they're over here. Parts of them are over here, those green moles. And the other one is in the other room. And I took a lot of weight off. I got to go weigh some stuff. I took a lot of weight off of the original tilt unit. I made a mold. It's over there, that orange thing. And I made this cross member. It's a whole bunch of carbon, different kinds of carbon layup, quad axial. I made these extensions. I made a mold, and I made these extensions to make the coilover shocks longer so they could reach up in there to the bell cranks. And I welded on this back, and I got this wood at Lowe's or Home Depot, I can't remember, and put epoxy on all sides of it and screwed it down. Nice cargo bay. And the seat, I got to show you the seat. Okay, one hand. Now this is a heavy seat. This is the plug. I'll pull a mold off of it later. Well, I'll just leave this for a while because a lot of different people want to ride this. But I just put that seat in with one hand. Let me get the other side in. I can't see holding this camera. All right, there you go. So I just put that in with one hand. That's what's cool about it. It's got pin, and you got about 3 inches of travel there or so, and you can go back and up, and so that's about it. I got to make some stops up here for when you turn, you know. But right now I'm just using these homemade rollers to protect the tires. When you turn this way, it just rolls on there, but it makes noise. But for now, I'll just keep them and then I'll take them off. But I got to make some steel or heavy stops up here for when you turn, it can't go past there. Make some stops on the bottom of the boom, and then you turn either way, and then take these off. They work good, but they're a little noisy. There's a camera mount, and that's really about it. Slump drive, God, I love the slump drive with the roll off, but that one has a pinion with a slump drive, and it makes this look ridiculous. Pinion and slump drive is incredible. So there's all the wheels. These wheels were built in the Netherlands. I didn't feel like making any more, but I did make this one here in the USA. They taught me how to. And all of these tires have Presta valves and the correct tubes and tires. I order all my tubes and tires from Europe. And I have a four-wheeler Quattro back there that I made. And I'm getting ready to put these fat tires on all four wheels of it too. So this is the daddy of the velotilt. This was the first one Wim's team used in the Netherlands to help get themselves going and invent what they needed to know for the velotilt. And I'm working on a Gates belt drive system in that one right now, and I'm pretty far along with that. And Gates belts sponsors me too, so I get free Gates cogs, free wheels, belts, whatever they make. They sponsor my projects. And that one has, that four-wheeler, we did that last year. That's a Gates belt in the front of the four-wheeler, and then a shorter chain going back to the Quattro rear end. It's back there covered up with sheets. So that's it right now. That's my molds right there I've had for years that make the 3- and 4-wheeler. And that's the molds over there in the corner for the velotilt. That's the velotilt top that goes here covered up with that sheet. And there's the summer velotilt top right over there. And that's the winter velotilt top over there. That's my new addition. I love it, but you can't find people to do finish work yet. But it's still air conditioned. It's all right. And there's the seat. Well, this is a plug. I haven't pulled a mold off of this yet because this is narrowed. You can see where I had to join it back together. It's got a velotilt pad on it, and it works good, but it's a usable plug. It's thick and heavy, but I've ridden it in here, and you can see the other videos where I rode this up to the store. That was a pretty good video. And this one has a chain on the left and a chain on the right. And so this is kind of a jack shaft crossover roll-off, modified roll-off. And that's about it. These things are fun to ride. I can't wait to ride this one after doing all these mods. And we'll just keep working on it till it gets better and better and better. And then work on it some more. And we also are working on an not E pedal, but E tilt. So you tilt the whole body with your thumb. There's a rocker switch that goes on the tiller handlebars. There's a rocker switch. You can even get them that light up. I think, yeah, this is one of them. It lights up. That's kind of cool, but you just move your thumb back and forth and you put the body, the unibody, exactly where you want it. If you're on the camber of a road, just tilt it 2 or 3 inches into the camber, then you're pedaling level. Or if the wind's blowing, tilt the velotilt over a couple inches into the wind, and there you go. So that's it. There's my welder. But this thing will probably be fun to ride. I haven't really changed anything. You know, all of their locations are the same. I've just put different products on it, made it lighter, different seat hardware. I welded this up out of junk bicycle parts. It's beautiful. Painted it black. This old mirror came off of the salvage junk table at one of the local bike shops. It works great. It's high, you can see good. And there's a rear light. And so, yeah, this is all carbon. And these are plastic, or, well, they're not plastic. I don't know what they're made out of, but you might as well say plastic. They don't weigh anything. And then these are collars. And these are the steel bell cranks that go down to the tilt unit and to the coilover shocks on both sides, the left one and the right one. So that's it. And you can see the tilt unit and the rod end bearings coming back to the hanging down steel bell crank, and then you see the bolt going backwards to the coilover shocks. And then the cables, you can see the brake cables. They're run under the seat there, and they come up right here up to 2 cables in 1 brake. And then the other brake goes forward and down and loops around the front and comes back to here on the front 90mm Sturmey Archer. And then the roll-off is twin cables, and it goes to the shifter box right here, and there's the twist grip. So that's the full tour. These batteries are pretty cool. They're from Best Buy. It's $80, but it'll charge many moons, and it charges it'll charge an Android and an Apple at the same time. So that's it right now. And we'll make some more videos. we'll get riding. I have a boom that goes on the back of that cargo bay, and it points right down. You can see where we're going, and I'll make some more videos this next few days.